I swing my axe, watch your bodies fall. Watch your heads bounce off like volleyball. To all you cool brothers down with the fly guy, look me in the face if you're strong when you walk by. And all you punk brothers popping lip, step to the side, bow your head like a bitch. I don't play. You'll get hit by the Ricochet. You'll get hit by the Ricochet. You'll get hit by the Ricochet. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks so much, Ice-T.
Yes.
You are joining Sick Flicks in a very special bonus episode.
The most special bonus episode.
Dude.
This one's for us.
This one's for us.
They're all for us, but this one's really for us.
They're all for us, but yeah, this one is core Sick Flicks pod.
Yeah.
My name's Mike.
My name's Dalton.
And you are joining us here for the Ricochet bonus episode. So we will be doing a normal, I say normal, normal Sick Flicks,
regular
scheduled programming, 2 films. We know what the films are. They're going to be Body Double and Crimes of Passion.
Yeah.
That'll drop. It depends on when you're listening to this, but next week, so the third week of. Sorry, not next week.
The week after.
The week after.
In 2 weeks.
Yes, in 2 weeks. So it'll be in the traditional third week of the month. So have a look out for that. But today, it's all about the Ricochet.
About the sickest flick ever to exist.
So here's the thing for this particular episode. If you haven't watched the movie and you're a psychopath, fine, keep listening.
Yeah. Please watch this movie.
Please go and watch the movie.
Stop listening to us.
Yes.
Watch Ricochet. It will mean the world to us.
Yes.
And this episode will be so much more enjoyable.
It will.
Yeah.
And because we are going to kind of, the structure of this episode is very simple. We're just going to go through the movie. We're going to meander a little bit, but we're just going to talk about all the sick things that happen in this movie.
So it's every moment.
Of this movie. Very quickly to set us up, this movie came out in 1991. It made $21 million in the box office.
It's crazy.
This, of course, stars Denzel Washington, John Lithgow. Has Ice-T in it, of course, which you heard. And he also...
Hit by the Ricochet.
He also does the credit song. That's a real song that was released for the movie. Kevin Pollak's in the movie. It's written by Stephen E. D'Souza, who we've mentioned before on this podcast. He wrote Die Hard and Die Hard 2, Commando, and The Running Man, which we talked about in the previous episode, produced by legendary producer Joel Silver.
Can I mention just something really quick? Yesterday, I watched this.
Yes.
And then I watched, they had a Richard Pryor marathon on TCM for some reason. Okay. And then Brewster's Millions was on. Have you ever seen Brewster's Millions?
No, I have not.
Okay. But it started, and I was like, sure, I'll watch Brewster's Millions. You know, I know a lot of people don't really like it, but whatever. Opening credits, produced by Joel Silver.
Of course.
But I want to mention, it had several different opening credit sequences.
Right.
So it just kept coming up saying produced by Joel Silver, and I couldn't get over that. I'm like, they just had to drop the name like 5 times. So I watched several Joel Silver movies yesterday.
Awesome.
It's always a good day.
Quick IMDb for that guy, and guarantee you've seen at least one of his movies.
We've talked about, he's big for this pod for sure.
Yeah, huge. Directed by this guy named Russell Mulcahy. I don't know. Mulcahy. I don't know.
Mulcahy?
Yeah, sure. He's mainly a music video director, which seems to be a theme on this pod.
Yeah.
He worked with people like Elton John, Buggles, AC/DC, Duran Duran, Queen, Billy Joel. Also directed a movie called Resident Evil Extinction.
Sure.
He essentially was primarily a music video director. And just for context, for Denzel, this is post Glory.
Yes.
Post Mo Better Blues.
That's crazy. That's where his career was, and he does Ricochet.
And I don't know if you looked this up. I hit Elijah, who is on Outside the Frame with me with this today, because I was talking about that we were going to do this episode today. Do you know his next movie?
After this?
Very next movie.
I want to guess.
Yeah.
Malcolm X?
It is Malcolm X.
It's
It's
so crazy.
unbelievable.
Yeah. He
That he-
goes from this straight to that.
I mean, we're gonna get right into it, okay?
I wish this movie was Malcolm X's runtime. I wish it was that long.
It's about an hour 42, I think, is
Yeah,
the running time. This movie, like most, I think, good 90s action flicks, opens up with some kind of sports
oh my
scene.
God, yes.
First of all, I will say that the opening credits are sick. They're great.
Yeah,
a
when
lot
that
of fun.
when that gun fires off, you're ready.
You're
ready.
ready.
For the movie.
And you get hit immediately with
By the Ricochet.
by a basketball scene.
Yeah.
That's what you're hit with immediately.
Can I get into it right
please.
away?
Yeah, that's why we're
All
here,
right,
dude.
all right,
Yeah,
yeah.
just hit me.
Okay, so I talked to, again, Elijah from
Mm-hmm.
Outside the Frame, and I talked to yourself right before this show
Mm-hmm.
about how I've seen this movie a handful of times.
Sure.
You know, conservatively a handful of times.
Yep.
And a part that always gets me, but it really got me this time, is the really obvious stunt doubles in the movie. And there's one in this basketball scene that is like the funniest stunt double cut of like all time.
It's unreal.
Denzel's going up the court. He goes to dunk, cuts to just a clearly different man in a shorter T-shirt than Denzel was wearing.
Yeah.
Just with like an 8-pack, just absolutely ripped. And then
Yeah.
it falls down, and it's just like, oh yeah, they're just like continuing like normal, and it's like the best thing I've ever seen. It's so awesome.
Well, and it's interesting too because the movie never goes like this is not a sports movie in any. This isn't
No.
like The Last Boy Scout where the movie is about
No.
sports in any way. We never go back to a sports
It's
scene.
mentioned again. But,
mentioned.
but it sets up the dynamic between him, Ice-T, and he meets the girl. There's a lot happening.
That's
in that
right. So
scene.
in this quick little scene, we do get obviously him playing basketball with Kevin Pollak, who's gonna be a part of the movie for a good portion of it.
Yeah, he's his partner
He's
as-
his partner as a cop.
yeah.
And of course, as you mentioned, he meets his love interest. We also understand that he's kind of on the rise.
up and comer.
He's a
in
smart
law
guy.
school.
He's in law school. He's also gonna, he's doing the cop thing, but he's a young buck on the rise, right?
Yeah.
And
in
that's
peak physical form.
in absolute peak physical form. So that's
at
kind
least
of
the stunt double is.
and really, once we've set that table, it goes to. I mean, I talked about this in the previous episode, okay, or in previous episodes that a lot of '90s action movies have to have a fairground scene in it.
Absolutely.
And this one-
I was right with you on this,
Dude, right
It was with
immediately.
Passenger 57. We were talking about it because
Yes.
I think in that episode we said, and in Ricochet, there's a great.
yeah.
Our
Yeah.
brains always come to this movie.
That's
so.
right. So this is actually the inciting incident of the movie.
Yeah.
And it kind of kicks things off. And right now you're thinking, you're feeling, hey, this is, it's a normal.
It's a little straightforward so far.
It's straightforward. You got the little basketball scene. Now we're going into the scene where it's setting up that there's robbery of some kind.
Feels very late 80s, early 90s.
That's right.
Action movie.
type of maybe and because it's kind of billed like a thriller. There's a thriller aspects which
Yeah.
we'll get into later. But it sets up John Lithgow as he's gonna rob these guys, right?
It shows how crazy he is.
It shows how crazy
right
he is.
off the
Also,
bat.
how insanely violent the gun deaths are in this in this movie.
Oh, another great like pause for squibs.
Unreal.
The like frame stops.
Yeah.
The squibs
Squibs
go.
go.
It's so good.
And so that's what we're setting up here is our inciting incident. It's an unreal scene of Denzel stopping the John Lithgow from getting away. They're of course in the fairgrounds. He grabs a hostage, and now we're in a situation now that is it is incredible what happens in the sense of Denzel takes off all his clothes.
Yes. No one has ever diffused a hostage situation.
Nope,
this way.
I've never seen it.
It's not taught in the hostage negotiation.
It is not. It is wild. He's trying to get Lithgow to let the hostage go and take him as the hostage.
Yeah.
He sees an opening, and he pulls a gun out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He does. Yes, he does.
But he's in his underwear, so we find out later how he stored that gun. But it's this little like mini gun in which he like pulls out from like his backside.
Yeah.
And shoots Lithgow in the knee.
He also let's not forget the best line of all time in this moment.
Yeah.
Well, first before he shoots him, Lithgow pulls a butterfly knife from his boot and comes at him.
Yeah.
And then by the time Denzel pulls his thing, he says, I guess a Beretta in the butt beats a butterfly in the boot.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, you're like, you wrote that whole scene just for that line.
Just for that line. It's very true. And yeah, I also love, and I had to write it down. I had to listen to it a couple of times. Okay.
Yeah.
And they actually play it, I think later in the movie.
They do.
So,
the bag.
So it is
crazy.
The following quote is John Lithgow. This is the line in the movie.
Verbatim.
Back off, or else she's gonna need a paper bag over her head where her boyfriend fucks what's left of her.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they double down and play it again.
Play it again later.
I know. When he's waking up in the hospital, he's hearing himself say those
lines. Or say that line. I mean, it is a wild. So this is what's setting up. That happens within the first like 10 minutes of the movie. And we're off to the races. Now there's another. I think the scene in the locker room is important because. If you watch this on the big screen or in any sort of clarity, you will be able to see.
What do you see, Mike?
You see Denzel's manhood. He hangs dong in this movie.
Yeah, he does.
Very quickly.
Yeah, if you watch it on DVD or VHS, hard to see.
It's hard to see.
But if you get a clear version of this movie, you'll get a glimpse. You'll get a glimpse.
It's there. If your pause game is good, you can.
You doing
pause
a lot of pausing on that, Mike?
I didn't try. No,
VHS worn out a little.
Well, what's funny is both you and I own this not only on VHS but also on DVD. Right?
Yes.
So that's an important moment, I think, in this movie where he's hanging dong.
Yeah. I won't dispute it.
Yeah. No,
I won't dispute. We want him to do it. You know.
We do. He's working with something.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's working with something. Dude.
Everyone listening, we're just gonna put it out there. We're fans of people hanging dong in movies.
Yeah. 100%. Both of us are fans of it. It should be done more.
Yeah, let's free the dong, everyone.
Free the dong, absolutely. And this is where, as I mentioned earlier, we find out that he has a little like pouch in his underwear.
Yeah, it's like jock strap.
And he's able to
he was not wearing in that scene. He was wearing his briefs.
His briefs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was funny. Now the movie kind of takes off from here.
Oh, does it take off?
If you weren't already in, okay, if you're not into, Lithgow saying crazy shit, fucking
Denzel stripping every chance he gets in this movie,
hanging dong, in the best shape of his life. By the way, he is absolutely ripped.
He is ripped. He's not as ripped as that stunt double.
No, no,
but he's getting there.
He's ripped.
There.
If you're not a fan of any of this stuff so far, this is,
then why are you listening?
Yeah,
what's wrong with you?
this movie now, that's like where it springboards, right?
Yeah.
It really springboards from here because now we have essentially the two main characters. John Lithgow is our bad guy. Mm-hmm. Denzel is our good guy, and they part ways.
Yeah.
Right. So
couple of years go.
So
by.
yeah, we're gonna do some time jumps in here. I do want to mention something that I noticed in this watch that I didn't notice before. I thought this would be an interesting time to bring it up because we're going to get into like some of the insanity that happens here towards the end of the first act and into the second act, which makes this movie like unlike any other movie.
Yeah.
So not to get too high school English class about it, but what I thought was really interesting and what hit me on this watch was that everything is being filmed. So in what we didn't mention in that opening scene where he shoots Lithgow is that someone's filming that.
Yeah.
And that's what actually like his he almost gets he does get a celebrity sort of stance because
he gets a huge profile in the public sphere.
Yeah.
Because he's a hero cop.
Yeah.
It's such a
and it's
such
on
an
video.
It's such an image
Yes.
of this ripped dude. Like Denzel is also like he's a very handsome man. He's a
Yes.
good looking fella.
Yeah,
you know?
he is, yeah.
And see that stripped down,
Yeah.
taking on a bad guy, freeing a young
And he
woman.
wins,
Yeah,
like,
and he does
yeah.
some crazy like magic trick, pulling
Yeah,
a gun out
pulling
of
a gun.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's how do you not love this guy?
But what's interesting is that, like, if this movie's made 10 years ago, that's not an element of the story.
No.
But a big element of the story is that someone filmed that. And so, not to jump too far ahead, but I will mention, again, we're going to be jumping around a little bit here, but every sort of big element of this movie is filmed in some way.
Yeah.
So this moment, you also have so part of the next little bit in the interim where the two are apart. We see him on the television.
He's on TV a lot.
As you know, it's a quasi cop show. It's cops, but they just didn't call it cops.
Yeah.
Of him like.
What is it
taking
called?
down-
It's got such a good name.
I wrote it down. It's called Busted.
Busted. Yeah, it's so good.
Which is followed by the Love Boat.
Followed by the Love Boat. Yes, I definitely caught that.
Yeah. So we see him there. We see him once we get into the story, it'll make more sense. But
Press conferences.
But the press conferences, but also when he's starting to lose his mind and he goes and he's running around in his bathrobe trying to take down the guy.
He's getting
someone's
filmed.
filmed
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They film him in the pool, which we'll get
Yes,
to in
they
a second.
do.
Which actually is really important because they play that back.
Yeah.
The whole ending sequence is
filmed.
all filmed. They let the press.
Dude,
they literally
the
have a
movie
shot.
ends
And the movie ends with
him shutting off a newscast.
That's right. So that really hit me on, again, not to get so too like English.
No,
lit
it's a
on
good.
this.
You know, I didn't really pick up too much on that. Like I clocked it, but like I wasn't thinking like, why is there so much of him on TV?
And I think it's a really interesting. This is I'll maybe be the only time where we get a little deep on it, but like I think it's a really interesting thing to note in a 1991 movie that they're clocking that celebrity that can be made in a moment like this
and lost in a moment.
and lost. Right, it's the rise and fall, but also that everything is being filmed. I mean. It's funny because every time someone's filming something, it's in a giant camera, like over the shoulder camera. Even the people that just are out in the, because your family camera was a big luggy.
Nowadays it would be
heavy
like
camera,
everyone's got cell phones filming
Yes.
this crazy guy and it'd be all over Twitter and everything. But
Yep.
this is like, it was on like at least local news. But
Oh, yeah.
probably
Yep.
made it a little bit to like some national, right? Like,
Absolutely.
so
I just think that's kind of an interesting element to this movie.
Yeah.
That everything is being like filmed, like every element of his life is being
Absolutely.
filmed. I mean, he's also on a.
do you think it's a commentary on movies as well?
I think so, but I think someone, whether it was the writer or director, someone thought like their thing was to kind of make some kind of comment on the press and sort of the impact they have. They're doing a telethon. Remember, like they're
telethon.
and we're gonna get to all these scenes, but
They do telethons for diseases.
but again, everything's on television.
Yeah.
Everything is being filmed. You literally could make this movie exactly shot for shot, except just remove the big clunky cameras with like cell phones.
Yeah.
And it's not adding anything
It's true.
to the movie
It's very true.
from 1991. So I just thought I would mention that.
Definitely interesting.
As you mentioned, going backwards now, we kind of get a jump in time.
Yeah.
Lithgow goes to jail, which we're going to pick up in a second.
Oh yeah.
Denzel, as we mentioned, is on Busted. He's now a district attorney.
Is he the junior DA or like at
He's
first?
junior, and then it jumps ahead a little bit more.
Yeah.
But he has a mustache and a kid and a house.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like we do like a little quick montagey scenes to get there.
Just a comment on that. I love the reveal of his family.
It's great.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like it's such a because it's like a cheeky moment, but it's
Yeah.
also a really nice moment.
It is really nice. Yeah.
And it gives you like a good like you don't entirely know that time has passed until that moment.
That's right, because you're like, oh, that's the same girl from the basketball court.
But their
and now
conversation,
they have,
they're talking about a trial and going,
Yes.
and you're thinking it's Lithgow's trial, and you're like, okay, it's been a couple months based on the sound of it, and then you're like, no, it's been years.
Yes. So right before there's this little gap here in my notes of
Sorry, I can just see "busted" written in all caps on your thing. It's awesome.
followed by the Love Boat.
Yeah.
I have this little sort of gap here, and this little sort of paragraph, kind of point form, was just literally about this period in the movie that doesn't have anything to do with Denzel necessarily. He's not in this part or in these moments, but it's John Lithgow's, we'll say, journey in prison.
Yeah.
So first of all,
some of my favorite stuff in the movie.
It's unbelievable. So we have to mention that. So once he gets into jail, they move him into a cell.
With my boy.
With your boy, okay?
My boy.
Jesse Ventura.
Yes.
Okay? There's a quick scene where he beats the shit out of him, which is weird, like Lithgow does.
Fuck yourself, cream cake.
So he has I mean, you messaged me today, but he has this great line that is just, go fuck yourself, cream cake.
But he said, it's funny because he says fuck yourself. Like
yes.
he does, he adds a little, he adds
a little sauce to it. Yeah.
It's so good.
Lithgow is just on another level here.
Yeah.
So as we said, we're cutting back to sort of Denzel thing. There's a scene in the movie which is arguably one of my favorite scenes, if not my favorite scene in the movie.
It's probably it's a contender for sickest scene.
It absolutely
big
is.
Big contender.
There's probably another one that we'll get to shortly. And once the scene is over, everything that we've talked about up until like right after the scene all happens within 25 minutes of the movie. So I clocked the time.
Yeah.
And once this scene is over, we're at the 25-minute mark.
That's
which,
insane.
By the way, like so many movies need to take notes from this and take notes from structurally how like the amount of information and character stuff that you're getting. Now, I'm not saying that this movie is, No Country for Old Men or There Will Be Blood or something or Citizen Kane, but like inside,
it's better than those.
It's more entertaining. But the amount of information that they get across inside of these 25 minutes is incredible. And so what we do is we move into, set the stage for us, Dalton. Where are we and what is about to take place in this scene?
In the prison scene?
Oh, yeah, in the prison scene. Yeah.
Well,
where are we and what's about to happen?
We are in a cafeteria in the prison.
Yeah.
But we don't know that. What we see first is a sword and some sort of sharpened metal stick, and then we see phone books taped to the chests of men. And we hear chants about how blood must be spilled for a challenge that has been put forth.
Yeah.
And then we pull back and we see a horde of Aryan Brotherhood gentlemen in the cafeteria, and Jesse Ventura and John Lithgow are standing toe to toe with their weapons. I believe they have shields as well.
They do.
They have shields, and a gladiator style battle is about to take place.
Yes.
And it's not just phone books either. It's newspapers, which is important.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And not to get ahead, but what on Jesse Ventura's body is Denzel Washington's character.
Yeah.
And you see all this progress he's made, how successful he is now that he's put Lithgow in prison.
It really was the stepping point of his career.
Yes.
So he's launched into junior DA, being the DA. Yeah. He has a wife and a kid and this family and a house, and we see this like image. He's just killing it on the back of John Lithgow, right?
Yeah.
And as you said, it's this setup, and it's not a bright cafeteria. It's at night.
Yeah, it's dark. There's
dark.
no guards anywhere
no guards
to be found.
Anywhere.
And they're
shape or
so
form.
loud.
And they're so loud, and they're having a deathmatch gladiator like battle.
Sparks are flying.
They're going at it. And
it's one of the greatest things ever put on screen.
It's literally like a Mad
Max.
Out of nowhere. It's out of nowhere. It's so fucking sick.
It's unbelievably sick.
And what's interesting, and this is what caught me this time, all right? Because you're taking, obviously we've seen this movie a bunch of times.
We've seen it a couple
times.
So
in your first or second watch, this scene just comes, and you're like, what is going on?
You're like, it's crazy, but you're like, you're not even a third of the way through the ride yet. So like you don't entirely know what's going down.
And the idea here is like, yes, so Lithgow ends up killing Ventura by piercing him through that newspaper
through
bit,
the Denzel pick, yeah.
Right, and so he kills him. Yeah. But and you could say like, okay, this has no point, like blah blah blah, but it actually does, because the ramifications of this is that now John Lithgow is the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood in the prison. And why is this important is because he's going to use their contacts, right? So he needs some money, he needs some contacts.
I've got money on the outside.
That's
You've
right.
got guys.
You've got guys. And so his plan now, so this is everything that we just said up until this point in this podcast happens within the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Which is exactly how long we've been going for.
That's
so in this
unreal.
amount of time, all of this has transpired in the movie.
Right. And so what we figure out after this battle royale type thing that just happened in the prison is that he's going to work with as the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood. He's going to use their contacts on the outside. He somehow has money on the outside.
Yeah.
He is going to hatch this plan to break out of the prison. And as this and his singular goal is, and now we get these shots of like the inside of his prison, and he's photocopying stuff, and he's
I love a photocopy sequence in any movie.
Dude, it's so awesome. And then so he's getting more, like, he's not just mad at Denzel. He moves into obsession.
Beyond obsession.
And now it's about revenge and making him pay. And so his only goal is to break out of prison to be able to fuck with Denzel's
Sorry, I'm just
life.
thinking about where this movie goes, and like I'm like, I can't. The fact that like we can't just like dive in, you know, it's like we got to play it.
Well, because you can't just start with the Aryan Brotherhood.
No, I know. I'm just like
battle royale, like gladiator.
I'm just thinking
sequence,
of the stuff that's still to come.
Oh,
like,
I know.
This movie is batshit crazy.
So this is what's happening after that match. I do want to also say, and maybe you caught it this time too, and maybe on other watches, but we get a shot of Denzel in the courtroom. And if you just skip to this moment and just watch that scene,
is it the fade in?
Dude, the fade in is unbelievable.
The fade in is crazy.
Dude, it goes the fade in. I just visualized that. I didn't even write this down. But the fade in goes from him on the newspaper to him in real life.
Yeah,
it is such like a carefully constructed shot.
It's like really well done.
And they do it again later when he. But we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I can't even set up that thing.
I know.
But they do another
yes, they
great
do.
transition later. But that transition into the scene, if you just took the scene of his closing argument, I mean, this is him in Philadelphia. This is the Denzel.
It is.
This is an A-list movie star giving a performance of this DA closing this argument.
Does not fit the movie.
It
really.
does not really.
I mean, it works.
It works.
But I mean, his acting does not belong in this movie.
It's so above anything that's happened or will happen in this movie.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, Denzel's character, I mean, he knows what kind of movies he is in. So does Lithgow, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're not stupid.
Both,
they both know what kind of movie. There's catchphrases, as we've mentioned. There's there's action moments. There's these all these other things that are happening.
They read the script.
Right.
so they know what this movie
Denzel
is.
knows what he's doing. But when he wants to turn it on, and he turns it, he doesn't go full Denzel. He doesn't go full, Training Day or full Malcolm X or full But in this one scene, if you just took that one scene, you'd be like, this is the best acting I've ever seen. It is unbelievable. Yeah. So yes, as this, so after that happens, we get to see, so Denzel goes to see his old friend Ice-T, because Ice-T was in the original scene, and we know that he's, his friend from back in the day, right? And they're about to build this new children's community center. So he goes in and asks him not to like sell drugs or fuck with the new community center, right? So this is also a way of like setting up what's going to happen later, where like you see that he still has ties to the the underworld, we'll say, because Ice-T is essentially a drug dealer. He's a leader of all these gangs, right? So
Yes.
so that's and then we get we get this crazy scene where, I mean, because there's all these people around that are obviously either gang members, drug dealers, whatever. Denzel pulls a grenade out in the scene.
I know.
Okay, and is like, "I'm willing to die. Are you willing to
Raise
die?"
your hand if you're willing to die.
And he's like, "Don't you're not going to be messing with this community." He comes out and meets Pollock's character, and we find out it's a lighter. But just to make that decision, right,
know.
is again, you're just going from like insane scene to like now he's like threatening to like blow himself up, like, and yeah, it's a crazy scene. But we get that. Lithgow's character name is Blake, by the way.
Yes, it is.
I just remember that.
You're getting there.
No, I just had this. There's this amazing line where Lithgow, the guy says to him, "Hope you remembered to floss," and Lithgow goes, "I did with your wife's pubic hair." And that's when we get so that's the guard. I believe it's the guard saying like, "I hope you remember to floss." And he's like, "I did with your wife's pubic hair." This is where we see the Denzel shrine, the big shrine, right?
Yes.
We we then move. I mean, dude, I can't, like, it's like every scene is like, and every moment is just so absurd. We get to see the parole board. Well, I mean, he's kind of been working on something like in the shop, kind of.
Oh, the
things.
parole board scene is.
And then you get the parole board scene where you think it's like he's trying to get out, or they're trying to like interview him. And what we now, I mean, Lithgow uses this for his escape, but he shoots like one of the parole board members like in the head.
Yeah,
and
with like a pen
with
gun.
like a pen gun that he's like somehow constructed in prison, right?
I know. It's so awesome.
Of course, he takes hostages. He kills that old dude from the hospital scene in the beginning where they have this conversation about books and what the heavy books or whatever.
Just shoots them and blows their cover.
He's like, "Hey, you remember me, dude?"
Yeah,
and
just
then
fucking blows him down.
blows him out. And then the guys that they're breaking out with, he shoots one of them he kills them all, except for the one guy who's kind of his like assistant, who he hates, but he needs for some reason. Well, he needs to like help him get his plan together. But and we'll get into that. But he shoots him in the leg. You also see a few moments we didn't mention is he steals some dental records and stuff, and so now we kind of see the full plan to come together here, where he's gonna fake his own death. Okay,
Yes.
so he's shot the guy in the knee to get that. Somehow no one's gonna figure out that it's a new wound and blah blah blah. It's 1991, I guess, and they throw him overboard or over the cliff or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's got he switched the dental records.
Yep.
So he's now going to be free and clear to kind of operate under the assumption that everyone's going to assume that he's dead.
Yes.
Now, this is where, and my note starts here with, and then the real revenge starts.
Yes.
So really, at this point in the movie, everything is set up to really get into what happens in the second act, and inside of the second act,
Probably the craziest second act in movie history.
I
can't think of a crazier second act.
It's so insane. The setups are awesome. Like the setup of there's like him as the Mr. Power Man, like in the house.
The Power Man.
And
You're so good with kids.
yeah. And so you have the cleaning the guy that Denzel is doing the telethon with.
Yeah.
Is like a good and they have aspirations for Denzel to be president, to get into office, right? And they're doing this thing and they get an extra $10,000 from nowhere. Obviously, excuse me, we know where that's coming from because that's Lithgow, obviously.
Yes.
So they're able to make their goal, and we see that they're trying to do this good thing with this community center. However, this is where things start to go awry. I love a good, and this happens a lot in, it happens not a lot, but a bunch in horror movies and a bunch in action movies. But I love a good, like, innocent that's just kind of like hanging out, and then they see something terrible.
Yeah.
This cleaning lady has a great reaction to the thing that she sees, which is the guy that they're doing this the telethon with. He's hanging from a fan from the roof in what can only be described as BDSM outfits and lipstick. And
they say in drag in the movie, but I wouldn't. Yeah,
I wouldn't say it was in drag.
Either.
It looked more like a BDSM type outfit. Like he's in leather. Yeah. I think he does have lipstick smeared on his face.
Yeah,
and they show some of the materials that he has in his briefcase. Which I don't know how Lithgow got his hands on those, but he did.
Not a good guy. Not a good guy.
Essentially, he has set this guy up to make him look like a child predator, a pedophile for young boys, and that he couldn't take it anymore. He's been using funds, campaign funds, or the child community center funds and stuff to fund his own shit, right?
Yeah.
His depraved needs, you know, and he couldn't take it anymore, so he hung himself. And this is and as we get through this scene, we find out that everyone kind of knows that his Blake, Lithgow's character, has broken out and has died.
Yes.
Right. So that's now we've set that precedent that Denzel character and everyone around Pollock all thinks that Blake is dead, and that's super, super important for the gaslighting that's about to start to happen.
Oh yeah.
So now this guy who's been hung from the fan, obviously as an audience member, we understand that this is Lithgow kind of setting in motion his plan. At no point do we ever think that it's it's genuine. It's genuine.
Yeah.
There's this great moment where Pollock runs into Denzel and Pollock are drinking, right? And they're just they're reminiscing about everything that's happened, and Lithgow so Pollock drops off Denzel to go to his house, and Lithgow almost runs him over, and Denzel goes, "Jesus Christ," and Lithgow goes, "Almost."
Yeah.
I wrote down that quote. I love that quote. They knock him out, and this is where.
Oh my God.
This is where the scene happens.
Okay, before we get into this.
Yes.
If you're one of those psychopaths who did not watch the movie and is listening, you are probably like, what in the hell is this movie?
It's crazy,
and
dude.
You'll feel that way if you watch it too.
It's so crazy.
But I'm just like picturing someone who's never watched this, hearing us describe the movie.
You're like, is this the same movie? Yeah, dude, it's the same movie.
All of these things happen, and we're probably at like the 40-minute mark right now.
Right. So let's just set the scene. So he gets knocked out, and he gets woken up, and where is he?
He's in a pool.
He's in a pool.
He's tied to a chair.
The pool has no water in it. Obviously, it's empty.
Yeah. In I assume it's a community center.
Yeah, it looks like a big hotel pool of some kind.
They don't really make that. I think it's a hotel.
It is a hotel.
Yeah.
Because that's how they fuck with them later, which they never really explain. But I'll get into that later.
Yeah.
So there's you can kind of see what's around. Nothing. They do a couple of wide shots of what's happening. There's a bed. And then there's a table with a bunch of shit on it, and Denzel.
It's a weird setting.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's almost another thing that hit me on this watch was how do you think of this?
How do you come up with it?
How do you come up with it? But it's
how do you
kind
come
of
up
brilliant.
With anything in this movie?
It's kind of brilliant when you think of the being able to gaslight someone. This is insane.
Yeah.
It's
one of those. It's so crazy. It just might work.
Right.
You know.
They have some dialogue back and forth, where the guy that Lithgow hung from the ceiling fan, I think his name was Ferris.
Yes.
So he has this great line where Denzel says, "You killed Ferris, didn't you?" and Blake goes, "You killed my life."
Yes, I know. It's so good.
It's so sick. They have this, dude. I did not notice this before. I don't know if you caught it. Okay, because I mean, you mentioned the stunt double thing, right? That's
Yeah.
something that really caught you, right?
Yeah.
What caught me was like how they clasp their hands together for an arm
Oh,
wrestle.
it's awesome.
It's unreal.
It's awesome.
It's insane. I've seen Over the Top. You've seen Over the Top.
Yeah.
I've arm wrestled a lot in my life. I'm sure you have too.
Yeah.
In no way ever would you ever clasp your
No.
hands together in a way that they have.
No.
Like no one ever. I don't know
so
what.
unnatural.
It's so unnatural. It's so weird. I don't understand why they do that. That's just insane.
Yeah.
So I had to mention that. I know we're getting really specific, but like
No, but like that's we're doing an hour on Ricochet, all right?
Right.
We could get specific.
now he gives him Blake Lithgow gives Denzel a speedball hit.
Yeah.
Okay,
he does.
which is heroin and cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it's introduced.
What does he say? You're mad because it feels so good,
Right.
doesn't it?
So he injects him, like mainlines him.
Yeah.
Right?
Just sticks him.
Sticks him. Okay. Now, the next part of the scene is Denzel on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And he's tied to the bed.
Yeah, what else happens?
A sex worker,
Yes.
or prostitute as they used to be called when
Yeah.
this movie was made,
Yeah.
or a whore,
Yeah.
hooker, if you will.
Yeah.
Sex worker introduces herself, gets naked.
Mm-hmm.
What hit me, actually, the last time that I saw this earlier this year, because I think this is my second watch of this year.
I think this is my second watch of the year as well.
Is the very noticeable and audible lines that Denzel has of him very clearly saying he does not want
Yes.
this to happen.
yeah.
So essentially, not essentially, but
It
essentially,
is.
he is sexually assaulted.
At 100% he is.
And he does not want what's happening.
No.
They're, as previously mentioned, they're filming the whole act,
Yes, which is very important.
which is very important. She says something like, I didn't write this line down, but she says something like, your mouth is saying no, but
your body's
body's
something
saying
like
yes.
that. Yeah.
So there's some pretty like graphic shots of her riding
Yeah.
Denzel. Denzel is so high because we then cut, and so high because he gets another shot, I believe. He shoots
He
him
gets
at-
a couple.
Yeah. Now, in terms, another moment that hit me was Denzel's acting when he laughs, when he's high.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's unbelievable.
Okay. Now, that's the scene, okay?
Yes.
This is that's the big scene. If we're going with sickest scenes, it's either the gladiator scene or this pool scene, okay?
Yeah. I would say
That's-
that the Gladiator's the sickest scene. This
Yeah.
is the most insane scene.
Insane. Because of the ramifications of
Yeah.
what's about to happen. So Denzel's in the hospital, and he's trying to explain himself. And this is where the movie kind of goes from, like, Denzel's now on his decline. They find obviously all of these substances in his bloodstream.
Yep.
They also let him know that he's been
He's got
he's
some- he
he's
got
acquired something. What has he acquired,
Is it,
Dalton?
Is it the clap?
It is the clap, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been given an STD, and now he has to somehow explain all of this
To his wife.
to his wife, to his job,
Yeah. To the police.
to the police. I do also want to point out one other thing as well, because it's actually important. It's weird. Like surely either the writer director was a cinephile or something. So the black and white film that's playing in the movie, like inside of the movie, is White Heat from
Yes,
1949.
yes, it is, yeah.
And there's this moment where the character is like about to be blown up.
Yeah.
And
Is it Cagney?
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, and so that's going to come into play later, but they do show it here to set up the moment later. So that's important, and so now we get this moment where Denzel's at home. He sees himself on the tape, like having sex. He's been trying to explain this to his wife that he didn't want it. This is the proof, right? And they end up switching the tape.
Yes.
And the tape is like there's nothing there, right? Which is insane. This is getting to like the gaslighting thing. Oh, by the way, they do take him. He does figure out where the hotel or where the pool was from. It was from a hotel. And when they go back there, the pool is filled, and it's like a
normally operating.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of old people doing like aerobics
Yeah.
inside of a fully like operational pool. One can only surmise from this, because I've thought about this a lot. Okay,
Yeah, have you?
And see if you follow my logic here. My only thought, and why this is kind of a weirdly specific, brilliant thing to gaslight someone, because it's so insane.
Yeah.
It clearly is the same pool because it's the logo. Like that's how Denzel figures it out.
Yeah.
And they go there, and it's a full pool. It's huge. The
It's
pool's
huge.
massive, and
It's
there's
huge.
people in it. He looks crazy. My only thought here is that somehow Lithgow, Blake, has figured out when they're gonna empty the pool to like clean it.
See, I figure he owns it.
He owns the hotel.
Yeah, I mean, like he gave.
Oh, that's interesting. I
he
never
gave
thought of that.
He gave, what was it, $100,000 or something like that?
Yeah.
To the charity. Like he's got
No,
money.
10.
10. Sorry, 10.
But still, 10 in cash.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
that's
got-
interesting.
Or he knows the guy who does.
Right. So
Part of his network of.
as network, maybe it was an Aryan Brotherhood thing.
yeah.
So they like take out and in the
those
interim,
classic Aryan Brotherhood old people
Like,
aerobics classes.
right? Well, the owner of the hotel could be,
No,
or
I know,
like
I
a
know.
manager or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's my only thought. Like, if it wasn't a connection thing, was that he figured out the timing of like maybe
Yeah,
they had to
could
clean
be.
the pool or
Could
something.
be, yeah.
But anyways, in the interim between him being in the hospital and going back to the pool, it is now an operational pool.
Yeah.
Which, what a brilliant way to like make someone look like they're crazy. Same with the videotape. So he sees himself on the videotape. You see the guy, his little henchman, Lithgow's henchman, like go in with the tape.
Don't know his name.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Didn't write it down.
No.
They switch it. Nothing's there. And it's just gaslighting. Sorry, I mixed it up. That's my bad. The tape is of Lithgow with his kid,
family,
his
yeah.
family, and he switches it with the sex tape.
with the sex tape,
Yes,
yes.
my mistake. I apologize.
And
There's
they
a lot.
cha-
There's
and
a
they
lot of
changed
details
the-
to go through,
They changed the dialogue.
and they changed the dialogue.
Yes.
Yes, but that switch is really important because it proves that Lithgow is alive, which everyone still believes that he's dead.
Yep.
And it proves that because Denzel is trying to get everybody on board with this fact that Lithgow is alive and that he's the one messing with him. So they switch the tape. It's actually the sex tape, and that's what everyone sees. He's like, no, Lithgow is like, and it was just really creepy too. Like Lithgow next to his kid with with a hatchet, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Slow walk through the house, opening the door.
Dude.
Straight out of a horror movie.
Straight out of a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's like call back to like his blowout character or,
Yeah,
or
exactly,
or
yeah.
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they switch it. So they've gaslighted him a couple of different ways here, right? And so Denzel going crazy. I don't know what you thought, but again, like I brought this up because of the film. Someone's filming it, but when he runs out because he thinks Denzel's gonna like attack his kids or whatever,
Yeah.
ends up just being a cloud. Someone's filming him. So that was one of the references I made to earlier. But him going crazy again is just one of those moments where like him as an actor really stands out.
You
you
can
know?
tell like he's got the chops. If you hadn't known before, and Ricochet convinced you, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So another moment, because dude, I have something that I don't know why it hit me this time, dude. But like I want to get into it with you. Okay.
Let's get into it.
So Pollock's death happens. So so he sees them right in an alleyway.
Yeah.
So Pollock knows that Blake is alive, but
Yeah.
Blake ends up killing him extremely violently. By the way.
Got a good line there too of he must be alive because or like was it, or how did he kill me?
Oh yeah, how did? Yeah, exactly. yeah, he must be. Yeah, that's right. And so very violently, So he's like bleeding from everywhere. Now
throws him the gun.
Throws him the gun. That's right. Now your prints are
fingerprints are all over
So
it.
now he's trying to make it look like Denzel killed him, right? So there's this scene that I did not, for some reason, didn't clock before. Again, this is the movie where there's certain things that just like the basketball scene from the beginning, where like they never reference again, and this is one of them. What fucking club in Los Angeles does Lithgow and his partner go to? Where is that, and what the fuck is happening in there?
What is that place?
It is something directly out of Cruising, dude.
Yeah, it
so
is.
You have, we'll say, robust humans, females.
Yeah.
You have a little person serving as the bartender. Okay. You have BDSM leather stuff going on. They could have just went to a normal bar.
They could have just gone to a bar.
It really
Sports
doesn't matter.
bar.
Sports. It doesn't matter.
Anything.
The setting of that bar.
You need to
doesn't
know
matter.
he's crazy and he hangs out in crazy places.
Dude, it just totally hit me this time.
Yeah.
I was like, because so much. I mean, again, it takes a lot to unpack this movie. Excuse me, it takes a lot to unpack this movie because like there's like every scene you're just like, what is happening now? Like, what is going on? Yeah. So like, I know I've seen this scene. I like many times. This scene, however, this time I was just like, wait a second, what club are they in, dude?
Yeah.
Like why wasn't this?
What is this place?
What is this place? Why weren't they just at some kind of normal? Like, and I don't mean that lifestyle isn't normal.
No.
I just mean like there's no reason for them to be in this setting. It serves no
it
story,
adds nothing
except like insanity.
Yeah.
Like that, as you point out. Oh, he goes to crazy places.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what it is.
But dude, it's something out of Cruising though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
crazy. Okay, so this is where I think the movie goes into. The movie goes into the third act, essentially, where Denzel is now on the roof. We get the call back to White Heat, right? And he's
putting lipstick on.
Right. He's putting the lipstick on. He's going to blow up this thing. Now, what's interesting here is this is where Ice-T's character has come back into the picture. Yes. So he's helped. So
his family.
He's helped his family. He's keeping him safe, and they're gonna use Ice-T is gonna help Denzel get out of this mess. Right. Mm-hmm. His wife's gonna trust him. You know, but you got to trust me. One of those one last time situations. Yeah. And so Denzel goes to the roof and he blows up the thing because he knows
it's a crazy explosion.
It's dude, the explosion. But again, remember they're using footage, right, and new stuff to draw in.
There's a good line too before all that when he says, "Don't watch your daddy on TV when he's right here."
Right.
You know,
it's a great line.
Yeah. It's another commentary on the TV situation,
right? And so they know it's going to be televised, and so Blake is going to come out to it and come out to the location, which he does, and Denzel, quote unquote, blows himself up. Mm-hmm. Now he goes down a tube, like some sort of slide that they
so awesome,
which is so sick, and I did write down the quote or my note here is. Explosion from like 8 different angles.
Yeah.
It's
so good.
It's like they shot it from 12 different cameras.
Yeah.
And it
you only
explodes.
Get one. You
only get one, and they clearly only had one shot, and the explosion is crazy.
Yeah.
But they do the thing of like you see it explode, and then it takes it back just a second.
Again.
Explodes again and explodes again, and they keep cutting back and forth. So that's kind of the setup of okay, like now, because the thing is that Lithgow's character doesn't want to kill Denzel. That's the whole thing. He wants to make him suffer.
He wants him to go to jail.
He wants him to go to jail for the murder of his partner and all of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And by blowing himself up and by committing suicide, he's not going to be able to do that. So he gets very angry, right? Mm-hmm. So anyway, this all leads to them going to these towers,
The Watts Towers, I think.
the Watts Towers, where he is now captured. Denzel has now captured his lackey, Lithgow's lackey, has put him up there as sort of like bait.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man. And so they lure him over to these towers, and this is where our final battle is going to take place.
It's a great final.
It's unbelievable. It's so good. It's
kind of like straight out of Planet of the Apes, if I'm being honest.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, you have helicopters. You have, Denzel being like harnessed to the thing. You have them fighting over in
throwing
the
hook
up perfectly, climbing higher and higher. It is classic movie stuff, right? And I did clock this. I don't know if you've clocked this before, but Denzel does say "deja vu"
Yes,
on the
he
tower.
does. I know he does. Of course I clocked it.
If you don't know, Denzel is in a Tony Scott movie called Deja Vu.
Awesome movie. Very awesome movie.
Probably will be on this show.
Yeah, probably.
So the comeuppance all to the whole thing is that, of course, Denzel's going to kill. Is going to kill Lithgow's character. He gets electrocuted.
Like comically electrocuted.
Like from, Pinky in the Brain or something
exactly,
like that.
Yeah.
He gets electrocuted. Of course, since it's the 90s and late 80s, post Die Hard, there's going to be a falling sequence.
But also, Denzel has to kick him.
He has to kick him. There's electrocuted, gets kicked, falls off the thing, and then
gets spiked,
gets impaled, right? Yeah. And that's the end of Blake as we know it.
Basically the end of the movie.
Now, I want to take you a little bit through the last few seconds of this movie.
Yes.
Because it got me so fucking hyped, okay?
Yeah.
So, as we mentioned earlier, it cuts to kind of like the news footage, right? Mm-hmm. There's a little back and forth between Gale and Denzel.
Yeah.
The last line of the movie, Denzel says, "Kiss my ass, Gale."
Yeah.
Okay. The screen shuts off.
Yes, it does.
Okay. The bullet from the beginning comes through.
Yeah.
Okay. Quick cut to credit and the Ice-T Ricochet song.
And it's perfect.
And I'm just sitting there like,
you and I both.
Dude.
Listen to the whole Ice-T song.
Absolutely. So,
every time.
I will never not watch this movie and listen to it will happen every single time.
Yes.
And that's how this movie ends. It's an hour, like I said, about an hour 42 of one of the most unhinged movies I think ever. No, is it Salo 120 Days of Sodomy? No. But this is inside a normal, like quote unquote normal action thriller cop movie.
Absolutely.
But it has Denzel in it, and it has John Lithgow in it, and it has Lithgow giving him STDs and making and fucking with his life.
It's one of the wildest concepts for like a
mainstream
movie. Yeah,
it's wild, and you have the Ice-T song called Ricochet. That's the credit song. You have
Hit by the Ricochet,
which will probably play us out here.
Yeah.
Once we've concluded. Oh, look at that! We're right on time today. Okay. Final thoughts. Very quickly. Let's do this. We've already done our sickest scenes, which the sickest scene being the gladiator scene, the most insane scene being the pool scene. Right.
My sickest quote is still, "Beretta in the butt beats a butterfly in the boot." It's got to be.
That's really good. I think I probably like cream cake is
cake is good too.
Is probably just because like it's Jesse Ventura in the scene.
Yeah, I know.
And like I don't know that I think that's probably my favorite quote.
All right.
This movie is about the sickest movie.
It's about as sick as you get.
It's about as sick as you can get.
Should be hospitalized. It's so sick.
It's very sick. This is core sick flick pod material. It's one of the reasons why we started this podcast in the first
100%,
place
100%.
was us. And here's the thing: no one else is talking about this movie. I guarantee you will never find another podcast going almost scene by scene
through Ricochet
and talking about how sick it is. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have any other thoughts on the movie, except for that I think it's unbelievably sick, and that all of these scenes are insane, and that I love rewatching this movie. I love
too.
telling people about this movie, that it
The
exists.
discovery is so good.
The discovery is unbelievable.
Finding people who like the movie when they go, oh my God.
You know this movie?
Yeah.
Like, that's how we were. Because I was like, I swear I'm the only one that's watched
Yeah.
this movie.
And then I was like, oh dude.
And that's kind of the birth of this podcast, what we're trying to do here. Please go out and find this movie.
Yes.
You can find it on physical media at a lot of like thrift stores, value villages.
It's on Crave in French.
It's on Crave in French. You can, like I said, you can
Make
find
it a little crazier, maybe.
Yeah, probably. You can find it, like I said, on physical media. It is out there.
Yeah. We both have several copies.
Yes,
of it.
because most people will just pass it by.
Yeah.
But next time you see it, don't spend the $2 or $3. Get it.
Pick it up.
Pick it up. Go into it blind, or better yet, if you've seen it, show someone else that doesn't know this movie.
Yes.
Spread
Spread the word.
Now, do it with the right person. They have to be the kind of person.
Don't show anybody.
Don't just show everyone.
Don't show
this
your
movie.
grandma Ricochet.
That's right. You got to go in if someone's like a Denzel fan, maybe hasn't seen it, or into weird action movies, like or 90s action movies, something a little bit more left of center. This is the movie. Go out, seek out this movie. Dalton, any final thoughts on Ricochet?
Yeah. Mike, kiss my ass.
I'm Mike.
I'm Dalton.
And you've been listening to Sick Flicks. Thanks, guys.
You'll get hit by the ricochet. You'll get hit by the ricochet. You'll get hit by the ricochet. Yeah.